Hello and welcome to Guard Creative Coaching. So, you have your list of values. That's great. And now you're probably better able to make some of the important decisions in life and live, as I said, a more meaningful life. But what happens when your values themselves collide? What if you have to make a choice between freedom and family? Or a choice between health and creativity? Oftentimes, whatever our values are, they come into conflict. And what do we do in that situation? Well, in that case, it's often really good to know your hierarchy of values, which ones are actually more important than others. So, how do we do that? Well, if we are able to do it, I'll go through this first, it can be a huge boon in your life. Not only does it give you greater clarity on your life and who you are, but it helps you navigate your values when they're in conflict. My highest value, as I've mentioned in my previous video, is my wife. But what if I want to go out and have some fun with my friends? And that maybe that to me going out is happiness or freedom. Now, knowing my wife is my top value doesn't mean I never go out. It means I don't stay in every night. It means that on the whole, I do choose to be with her most nights. And on the nights when I feel like I want to go out and do something, I just make sure I check in with her, make sure everything's good. And usually she's happy to let me go. She wants me to have fun with my friends. And I think one of her values is just being able to spend some time alone with herself. So knowing your hierarchy of values means you can make even more informed decisions about your life and live it truly in harmony with yourself and with everyone around you. So let's take a look at how to do this. It's actually a very simple process. Simple does not necessarily mean easy in this case. It takes a little bit of work. So what you need to do is write down your values. So write them one underneath another down the side of a piece of paper or Word document or whatever. You can number them if you like, if that helps. Then take the top two, just two of them, and ask yourself, if I could only have one of these in my life, which would it be? And this is where the tough part comes in, because it can be really hard just in terms of imagining only having one of these and not having another. But we want to sort of try and do that and see what we can sort of pull out of that. And it can also be hard emotionally just to try and figure out like which one is more important. If which one would you want to have if you could only have one of them? Now, luckily for most of us, our world isn't like that. We don't necessarily have to choose, but this exercise is around that hypothetical situation of choosing one of these to be more important. Take your time with this. Really think about it. Unless your gut is just instantly telling you, you know what, nope, that one's more important. In which case, go with that. Now, whichever one wins, just put a check mark beside that. Then compare the first one and the third one, and do the same thing. Compare them, see which one is more important for you. If you could only have one in your life and not the other, sort of try and imagine what that's like and put a check mark beside the winner. Then do the same thing with the first and the fourth, and the first and the fifth, and the second and the third, essentially comparing them in pairs all the way through until you're done your entire list. And at the end, you'll have a bunch of check marks on a page, and you just take the one with the most check marks, and that is probably your highest value. If you do happen to have two that have the same amount of check marks, just compare them again. And you've probably just already compared them recently. You can sort of remember which one came out on top and put that one as a slightly higher value. There. Now you have your hierarchy of values and hopefully a lot more clarity on why you do the things you do and why certain things in life really stress you out or frustrate you. Probably because they're stepping on a value that's really very important to you. I really hope that you're able to get clear on your values. If you do, it can make a world of difference in your life. And as always, if you need any help, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. So until the next time, I hope you can dream big, laugh lots, and create. Bye-bye.